When we talk about home safety, we often think about smoke detectors and locks on our doors. But what about the dangers you can't see? I'm talking about electricity. It powers our lives, but get on the wrong side of it, and it can be deadly. That's why we have special devices designed to protect us from electric shock. You've probably heard the names, GFCI and RCD. They might sound complicated, but their job is simple: to save your life. They are your first line of defense against electrical faults, and understanding how they work is the first step to making your home safer. It's all about making it right, and that starts with knowing what's keeping you and your family protected. Both these devices are constantly watching the electricity flowing through your circuits. Think of it like a plumbing system, but for electricity. The power flows out on one wire and comes back on another. These safety devices are like little accountants, making sure every bit of power that goes out comes back safely. If some of that electricity goes missing, say it goes through you to the ground because you touched a faulty appliance while standing in water, that's when the Bunstau jum jao det jum bawun jo Unstau dan jum into action. They detect this imbalance quicker than you can blink, and they shut the power off instantly. This simple action is the difference between a nasty shock and a potential tragedy. You'll find these lifesavers in places where electricity and water might meet. We all know water and electricity are a bad mix, a deadly combination. That's why building codes demand this extra layer of protection in areas like your bathroom, kitchen, laundry room, garage, and any outdoor outlets. A simple splash of water, or a bit of moisture in the air, can create a path for electricity to go where it shouldn't. Having a GFCI or an RCD in place means you have a vigilant guardian watching over you, ready to cut the power before a serious injury can happen. It's not just a good idea, it's a necessity for a safe home. So, what are these devices really? Are they the same thing with different names? Well, yes and no. It largely depends on where you live. In North America, we call them GFCIs, which stands for Ground Fault Circuit Interrupters. Across the pond in the UK and much of Europe, they're known as RCDs, or Residual Current Devices. While they both do the same fundamental job of preventing electric shock, there are some key differences in how they're typically used and installed. Understanding these differences will help you make sure you have the right protection where you need it most, because when it comes to electrical safety, there are no shortcuts. Let's break down the GFCI first. Think of a ground fault circuit interrupter as a personal bodyguard for a specific outlet or a small group of outlets on the same circuit. You've definitely seen them before. They're those electrical outlets with the little test and reset buttons in the middle. They are designed to protect you, the person, from a deadly shock. A standard circuit breaker in your main panel is there to protect the wiring and prevent fires from overloads, but it won't trip fast enough to save you from electrocution. A GFCI is much more sensitive and acts much faster. It's there for personal protection, plain and simple. Here's how it works in everyday terms. The GFCI constantly measures the amount of electrical current flowing out to an appliance and the amount flowing back. These two currents should always be perfectly balanced. But if you touch a faulty toaster while your hand is wet, a tiny amount of that electricity can pass through your body to the ground. This creates an imbalance, a ground fault. The GFCI detects this tiny leak, as small as 5 milliamps, and, in as little as 1/30th of a second, it shuts down the circuit completely. That speed is what saves your life, stopping the flow of electricity before it can cause serious harm to your heart. So where do you need these personal bodyguards? The rule is simple: anywhere there's water. In my world, that means every outlet in your bathrooms, within 6 feet of any sink in your kitchen, in your laundry room, and any unfinished basement or garage. And don't forget the outside of your house. Any exterior outlet needs to be GFCI protected. Think about it. You're plugging in Christmas lights in the rain or using a pressure washer. These are high-risk situations. Installing a GFCI outlet is a straightforward job for a licensed electrician. And it's one of the most important safety upgrades you can make in your home. You can also get portable GFCIs. These are great for when you're working with power tools on a job site, or even just doing some work in the garden with an extension cord. You just plug the portable GFCI into a standard outlet, and then plug your tool into the GFCI. This gives you that essential layer of personal protection no matter where you are working. It's a small investment that provides a huge amount of safety. Remember, when you're dealing with electricity, you can't afford to take chances. You have to believe in doing it right, and that means being protected. Now, let's talk about the RCD, or Residual Current Device. If a GFCI is a personal bodyguard for one outlet, think of an RCD as the security team for your entire house, or at least for a group of circuits. In the UK and many other parts of the world, RCDs are a standard feature in the main consumer unit, which is what they call the breaker panel. Instead of protecting a single outlet, a single RCD can protect multiple circuits at once. This means your kitchen sockets, your upstairs lighting, and your garage power could all be covered by the same RCD. It provides a much broader net of protection. Just like a GFCI, an RCD works by constantly monitoring the electrical current. It watches the live and neutral wires to make sure the flow of electricity is balanced. If it detects that some current is leaking out of the circuit, for example, if you accidentally touch a live wire or a faulty appliance creates a path to earth, it will quickly disconnect the power. The key difference here is sensitivity and scope. RCDs come in different ratings. The most common type for personal protection is rated at 30 milliamps, which is sensitive enough to prevent a fatal electric shock. It acts just as fast as a GFCI, tripping the circuit before the shock can do serious damage. The big advantage of having RCDs in your main consumer unit is the comprehensive coverage. You don't have to worry about whether a specific outlet is protected because entire sections of your home are covered. This is brilliant for overall safety, especially in older homes that might have wiring you can't be sure about. However, there is a small downside. If an RCD trips, you lose power to all the circuits it protects. So, a single faulty kettle in the kitchen could knock out the lights in your living room and the power to your home office computer. This is what we call nuisance tripping, and it can be inconvenient. Because of this, modern electrical installations in the UK often use a setup called a split-load consumer unit. This is a smart way to design the system. It uses at least 2 RCDs, splitting the circuits in the house between them. For example, one RCD might protect the upstairs sockets and downstairs lights, while the second RCD protects the downstairs sockets and upstairs lights. This way, if one RCD trips, you won't be left completely in the dark and will still have power in other parts of the house. It's a better design that gives you that essential RCD protection without as much inconvenience. It's all about building a system that's not just safe, but smart too. So, are a GFCI and an RCD the same thing? The answer is that they perform the same life-saving function, but they are applied differently. A GFCI is typically a localized device protecting a single point of use, like one socket. An RCD typically provides protection for multiple circuits, from a central point, the consumer unit. Think of it this way, the technology is fundamentally the same, but the name and the way it's installed change depending on where you are in the world. In North America, the focus is on point-of-use protection with GFCIs. In the UK and Europe, the approach is more about whole-house protection with RCDs. For most people, you don't have to choose between them. The choice is made for you by your local electrical code. If you live in Canada or the US, your electrician will install GFCI outlets or GFCI circuit breakers in your panel, as required by law. If you live in the UK, your consumer unit will be fitted with RCDs. The important thing is to make sure your home is up to code. If you live in an older home, it might not have this protection. I see it all the time. Houses built before these safety devices became mandatory. That's a major safety hazard that you need to fix. The best advice I can give you is to test them regularly. Whether you have GFCIs or RCDs, they all have a test button. You should press that button once a month. When you press it, the power should cut off immediately. You'll hear a click, and the reset button on a GFCI outlet will pop out. For an RCD, a switch on your consumer unit will flip off. If the power does not cut off when you press the test button, the device is faulty and is not protecting you. It needs to be replaced immediately by a qualified, licensed electrician. Don't wait. Your safety is on the line. Ultimately, both GFCIs and RCDs are non-negotiable parts of a safe electrical system. They are proven lifesavers. They stand guard 24/7, waiting to act in that split second when something goes wrong. Whether it's a GFCI in your bathroom or an RCD in your fuse box, make sure you have them, make sure they are working, and never take them for granted. Don't mess around with electricity. Always respect it, and make sure you have the right protection in place. Because a safe home is a home that's built right, from the foundation to the final switch. Believe me.